story time! Hi everybody! We're going to be reading a story about Passover today. So first, let me tell you a little bit about it. Every spring for 8 days, Jewish people all over the world celebrate Passover. On the first 2 nights, family and friends gather for a holiday dinner called Seder. They read and sing from a Passover prayer book, which tells about the time when the Jews were slaves in the land of Egypt. Hi kiddos, it's Pastrix Carmen, and you know what time it is? That's right, it's story time! We're going to have Indy and Stu joining us here from the tree house so that they can hear the story too. And we'll also get to find out if they cleaned up that tree house from last week. What do you think? Let's take a vote. If you think they cleaned the tree house, then cheer. If you think that they didn't clean the cheer house, say boo. All right. Oh, here they are. They're coming online now. Let's find out. Hi, Stu. Hi, Indy.
Hi, Pastrix.
Hi, Pastrix.
And how are you two today?
I'm doing good.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, how I am doing depends on your answer to the next question. I was just telling the kiddos how we talked about that you needed to clean the tree house, Indy, and not make Stu do it. So we took a vote before you came online to see whether or not you clean the tree house. So, the question of the day is, nope, I'm not going to ask you, Indy. I'm going to ask Stu to make sure that I get the truth and full truth and nothing but the truth. So, Stu, did Indy clean the tree house?
We both cleaned the treehouse.
You work together?
Yeah, Andy cleaned his side, and then I cleaned my side, and then we both cleaned the play area where we both play.
That's wonderful! I am so proud of both of you. I think that deserves a banana split later. What do you think?
Probably. Pastrix, I'm allergic to bananas.
Well, they are one of Indy's staple foods, but we can make you a cherry pineapple split without the bananas.
That would be awesome, Pastrix.
Yay! See, there's always a compromise. We'll always find a way. Today's book, though, I can't wait to share it with you because it has some of my favorite characters from when I was a little girl. It's called It's Passover, Grover. And this is a Sesame Street book. And Grover is one of my favorite Sesame Street characters. So let's learn about Passover together. Grover really liked the Jewish holiday of Passover. He liked that it came in the spring, when the weather was warm and the flowers were blooming. He liked that he got to eat lots of matzah. Is matzah not marvelously munchy and crunchy? Asked Grover. Look, see, he's got a big old box of matzah in his bag. He liked hunting for the afikomen, a special piece of matzah when the meal was over. I will explain this nifty hide-and-seek game later, said Grover. Get ready for a good time. He especially liked sitting around a big table with family and friends for the Seder, the holiday meal, and the hearing of the story of Passover. Do you know what I like best of all? Grover asked his mommy as they cleaned and cooked together. There is room for everybody at the Passover table. You're right, Grover, said his mommy. That's because in the Passover book, we read from it Seder, let all who are hungry come and eat. Oh, Grover's mom is very nice. Oh, look at that table full of friends. Grover's cousins, Shira and Josh, arrived, followed by Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Oscar, Elmo, and Abby Cadabby. Everyone had a seat at the table. What a group! Exclaimed Oscar. It's big and noisy, lots of elbows bunching. Perfect! The more the merrier, agreed Big Bird. You mean the bigger the crowd, the grouchier I get, Oscar corrected him. He tried hard not to smile. That didn't even sound like Oscar. He's such a silly character. The Seder began. Grover's mommy told the story of long ago when the Jewish people were slaves in the land of Egypt. It was a terrible time, she said. The Egyptian king, called the Pharaoh, was cruel to people and monsters. He made them work in the hot sun and even at night. Even adorable and furry blue monsters? Added Grover. Is that not awful? So what happened? Asked Abby. The Jewish people escaped to freedom, Shira explained. Passover celebrates that freedom. Very exciting story, said Cookie. Now when we eat. There were blessings to say, questions to ask, songs to sing, and special foods to taste. Elmo loves apples and nuts, said Elmo, reaching for a bowl. That's called Harrison, Elmo, said Josh. Whoa, this stuff is great, said Oscar, tasting something super spicy. Those are bitter herbs, Grover told him. They are a reminder of the bitterness of slavery. Wow. Oops. Oh, new page. There we go. Grover and his guests ate and ate until they were as big and round as the fluffy matzo balls floating in the chicken soup. Finally, it was time to hunt for the afikomen. Now I will explain this once-a-year Passover hide-and-seek game, said Grover. A piece of crunchy matzah has been wrapped all tight and cozy in a napkin and hidden in the house. Before we can eat dessert, someone has to find it. No dessert? Exclaimed Cookie. Well, what are we waiting for? No matzah. The friends searched on the bookshelves, under the sofa, and behind the curtains. Cookie Monster looked in the kitchen cabinets. Come to Papa, little matzah. No matzah there either. Cookie did find other yummy cookie-looking treats, though. Trash cans are good hiding places, suggested Oscar helpfully. Abby even checked under Josh's yarmulke. But if the afikomen was nowhere to be seen... If Elmo were an afikomen, said Elmo. Then where would you be? Finished Big Bird. Elmo sat to think. Crunch! There was the hidden matzah! Elmo found it! Elmo found it! Elmo cried. Happy Passover, everybody! So now it's time for Cookie Monster added. Now Passover, really happy. The end. Well, that was a fun story to read, and I hope you liked it, Indy and Stu. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it in the treehouse.
Hi everybody, my name is Indy and my pronouns are they, them.
My name is Stu and my pronouns are he, him.
And you're hanging out in
Indy's treehouse,
where everyone is welcome
and everyone belongs.
I really like the book Pastrix read us today about Passover. It was a story inside of a story. I learned a lot too. What about you, Stu?
I learned a lot of new words today, like Passover and matzah. Those are really big words for a little sheep like me.
And what about a afikomen? That was a big word for me too. Do you remember what it is?
Isn't that the piece of matzah everyone was looking for?
That's right. And do you remember what it symbolizes?
Yeah, I thought it was time for dessert.
I don't think so.
What does it mean then?
It stands for, well, it means, gosh, I don't know. We need to call Pastrix.
Hi, Indy. Hi, Stu. What's up?
Stu and I were just talking about today's book, and we had a question.
Oh, really? What's that?
What does the afikomen represent?
Well, when the Jewish people got their freedom from Pharaoh, they left in such a rush that they had no time to let their bread rise. That's why flat bread called matzah is eaten during Passover. Before the meal, a piece of matzah is hidden to represent the way the slaves wrapped and hid their dough before fleeing Egypt. When you find the afikomen, it's like finding freedom, like the Jewish people did.
That makes a lot more sense.
Thanks, Pastrix.
Did you know that the Passover dinner, the Seder, is what we call the Last Supper in the church?
Really?
No way.
Yep. Did you know that a lot of people see Jesus represented in the Seder dinner? In the Christian tradition, finding the afikomen represents Jesus' resurrection from the tomb.
That's so cool.
Way cool. Do you know what book you're going to read us next week, Pastrix?
It's called The Mystery of Easter.
I can't wait.
Me either.
Until next time.
Will you pray with me? God, make my life a light within the world to glow, a flame that burns bright and pure wherever I may go. Take my life and let it be a sign of your love never ending. Amen. Would you like to ask me, or Indy, or Pastrix a question? Ask us your questions in the comments.
Do you have a book you want Pastrix to read? Send us a message or leave your comment below. We always like finding new books to read.
If you like story time or like Shalom and Friends, please like, comment, and share our videos with your friends. You can also like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. New episodes premiere on Fridays at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to support the ministry of Shalom and Friends, you can make a secure donation through our website, robertsparkumc.org, or scan the QR code on the screen. See you later, alligator!